What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. It's currently Friday as I'm recording this video, and got a pretty big weekend coming up. We got the auction, the local Amish auction tomorrow. I got a bunch of stuff I got to take to that, and just taking care of animals, catching up on chores. Y'all know how it is if you raise animals or live on a farm or a homestead. But anyway, today, well, the other day I made a short video. I posted it on YouTube and TikTok on the blue black splash genetic chart. And I had quite a few DMs and messages about it. People asking me questions on kind of some areas I didn't cover and just generic questions. So I decided I was going to make a little longer video today on the blue black splash genetic chart. For starters, I know I'm talking about Wyandotte bantams specifically because it's what I have. But this will work for the standard size Wyandottes. It works for, I know a buddy of mine has done modern game this way. Uh, the blue black splash, it's going to work on any of them, on any of the breeds for the most part, as far as I know anyway. But I know it works on these Wyandottes, and that's probably where it's probably where the chart comes in to play most of the time, is with these Wyandottes, whether the large fowl or the bantam, which is what we're talking about. So anyway, I got them behind me here. I'm gonna break it down into the three pairs that I have right now, and then I'll break it down even further, because that's how I broke it down in my short, into these three pairs. But we'll break it down into every possible situation, every possible color over every possible color, if that makes sense. So let me move my chair. Let me get up, move my chair, and we'll get a closer look. And we're going to start off with the blue lace pair right here. So here is a better look at that blue lace pair. This is a blue lace rooster over a blue laced hen. This is one of the pairs that I have paired up together right now, and by breeding these two, you're going to come up with 25% black, 25% splash, and 50% blue. Let me back the camera up and we'll talk a little bit more about what exactly that means. But here's just a close look at the blue lace pair. So you see my blue lace pair, and I told you that they make, I'm using a cheat sheet so I don't make sure I don't tell you wrong, but 25% black, 25% splash, and 50% blue. Now, what that means is, it doesn't mean that a single chick is going to be 25%, 25%, 50%. It means a percentage of the chicks hatched. So to make easy numbers, if I hatched out 100 chicks off of these birds, in theory, 25 of them should be black laced, 25 of them should be splash, and 50 of them should be blue, is the best way to explain it. Now, of course, it's not going to always be exactly like that. That's just the percentages. So out of this pair right here, you could get all three colors, black, blue, and splash. That's actually the only combination of these that you could breed to have all three colors. The rest are either going to be 100% something or 50%, 50%. So if you was wanting to make all three colors, all you would need would be a blue lace pair like this right here. You're gonna get more blue than anything else, but you will get some black and splash. So now that we've looked over these, let's take a closer look at another pair and talk about what they'll make. All right, so up on the table now, we have a black lace rooster on the left and a blue lace hen on the right. And out of this pair, this is going to produce 50% black and 50% blue. So you're not going to get the variety of all three colors like we did with the last pair, but you're going to get 50% black and 50% blue. And in a minute, after I explain some of these breeds, I've actually hatched some out of this pair right here. So I'll go over there and show you, and I'll show you what I mean by 50%, 50%, because I actually had 50-50 this time. But that's what you're going to get out of this pair, is 50 black, 50 blue. In my opinion, the black and the blue are the two prettier ones. A lot of people argue and say the splash is, but You can comment down below which one you think is the prettiest after we go over all these, but that's these. Now let's get another pair up here and go over them. All right, so next up on the table, this is a splash pair, a splash hen who's posing pretty in front right there, and a splash rooster that I have paired up. Now this is a very boring combination. You're going to get 100% splash. The genetics, when you cross these two, they don't make blue, they don't make black. They're only going to produce splash chickens, splash birds. So this combination is a little more boring, but if you're you would want to do this if you was, you know, really focusing in on, if you was more focused on, say, the splash, this would be what you'd be more interested in. If you was more interested in blue, you'd want a combination that threw more blue, and so on and so forth. So this combination is a little boring. You're just going to get 100% splash. Still very pretty birds, and I think this hen right here is actually probably the best lacing on any of the birds that I have, and you can use that to make the genetics better on your other colors if you would like as well by crossing. But anyway, that's them. Now let's start mixing and matching them, so I can show you some different combinations and how to make colors a different way. So when I was going over the video, I realized that I said it wrong, what the combination will give you, what this combination will give you. So I'm doing an audio over here. But right here we have a blue-laced rooster over a splash hen. And any combination of blue and splash is going to give you 50% blue and 50% splash. All right, the next combination we have up here on the table is black laced and splash. And this is real simple. It's going to give you 100% blue. You're not going to get anything splash or anything black laced when you cross black laced and splash. You're going to get 100% blue. It doesn't matter which is the roux, which is the hen. Black and splash, blue every single time. And once again, it's genetics. That's why you do this. If I wanted more blue, or if I wanted more blue birds, I could do this and have 100% blue. Or if I like the lacing better, or the comb better, or the body style better, it's all genetics. That's why you pick pairs and trios to breed, is for genetics. But I got one more pair to go over after this. So let's get these guys off the table and we'll get the next pair up. So the only combination I haven't went over, because I've been checking them off on my cheat sheet as I go, is black over black, and that's nothing crazy. That's just going to give you 100% black, 100% black. So that's all the combinations. I will post a screenshot of this chart at the end of this video, and I'll even throw it up right here, so you can look at it for yourself. I just wrote it down so it'd be easy for me to mark it off. But one of the pairs that I've been breeding is black laced over blue laced, and I have some chicks. I have 6 grow outs right now from that pair, and it's 50-50 split on there, exactly like it should be. So I'm going to go get them so you can get a better visual of what I'm talking about when I say 50-50, and so you can see what these birds look like. So let me get him off of here and go round them chicks, or they're not chicks, they're grow outs, up, and we'll take a look at them. So this is a perfect representation of what those percentages mean, because these 6 chicks come off of my black laced rooster over blue laced hen, and 3 of them are blue, 3 of them are black. And if you look at the chart, it says 50 blue, 50 black. So it doesn't always work like that, but this is the perfect representation, because there's the 2 over here are blue, that one's blue, and the 3 in the corner are not very happy to be on this table out of their pen, but they're black. So there's a good visual. I'm pretty sure right here there's 2 roosters and 4 hens, which is fine. I really like the lacing on a couple of these, and that's what I'm breeding and going for right now. So I'll probably end up keeping a couple of these blues to cross back with some of the birds that you've seen earlier. But there's your visual of them. Let me get them back up and we'll talk a little bit more. So I hope that video explained everything. Explained everything in a little more detail than the short video that I posted the other day did. Right now I'm working on the genetics of some of these birds. I'm trying to get the lacing a little better, and I've got a couple good young birds that I think is going to do well with that. There's also, if you're interested in stuff like this, there's also gold laced and silver laced Wyandottes, and there's another chart with that that actually makes sex link birds. I can talk about that later one day if you guys would like. But that's what I've got, and that's what I'm working on, and that's about the best way I know how to explain it. Like I said, I'll throw up a screenshot of the chart at the end of this video so you can look at it and you can go by it if you would like to. But it doesn't hurt to have a little cheat sheet either. If you have any more questions about any of the birds that I have or any that I don't have that I can help you out with, just let me know. But comment down below which of those birds you thought was the prettiest and which ones you think I should pair up. I have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm open for other ideas too. So just comment down below which is your favorite and which two you think I should pair up and make some chicks out of. But that's going to do it for this video. Like I said, if you have any questions or want to know more or any suggestions on future videos, just let me know.